Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I don't want anybody to get caught off guard, but we're live.
We are live.
You're more excited about it than we usually are.
Yeah.
So yes, we have a timer.
Very nice timer. I do remember.
Thank you.
Oh my God! Wow, John Pullum. See, you spelled my name wrong even. Look at that. You did. You spelled my name wrong. You got the guest on there. And John Pullum. Look at that. You don't even know how to spell your guest's name.
Welcome to Subpellucid. That's
I was gonna put Paul.
John Pullum. That's so funny.
I was gonna put Paul, and I thought,
funny.
let's screw up his last name and see if he catches that instead.
Yeah, I've been called John. You know, Paul Paul called me Daniel. Daniel called me Paul. You know, which was even crazier.
Right.
Even crazier. Who would call me Paul during an interview? That's funny.
who's on vacation? Was that you, Paul?
Oh, we're having some.
Yeah. Only high tech here.
Yeah.
What is being glitchy?
Glitchy. See, it's all because you put Pullman on there.
That's just another guessing. See, I kind of souped your logo up a little there for you, though.
Yeah, very nice. Look at that.
But I definitely don't know
Glitchy.
what's going on with
yeah, see, we should just use StreamYard. Look at that.
Wow. This is new.
This is great.
I know.
I thought you were playing around with some kind of special plugin.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So that picture where I look very, very evil, I used that for my high school reunion picture that they wanted.
Yeah, you're big into that high school reunion thing.
Hey, it looks just like the guy in the emoji. Whatever you call it. Wow, this is Nancy's big in the whatever's going on. This is great. Professionalism. That's what we're about.
I'm watching it on YouTube. Yeah.
Did somebody say professionalism?
Is it better on YouTube?
Yeah, my name's spelled right on YouTube.
Okay, good.
That is so funny. Yeah, look at that. I have a little braid in the back of my ear and everything.
Nancy is saying she heard a dial-up tone. I could speak dial-up. I'll demonstrate it a little later.
You can speak dial-up?
I can speak dial-up. Yeah, I can communicate with modems.
Go ahead. Sounds more like you're a bluegrass a cappella group.
You see, if you've ever had one of the old Spectrum, you know exactly what that sound was. So, here we go again. Yeah, that was crazy. Well, I feel, Chad, that we owe a bit of an explanation to our viewers about what the heck why, how did this show start and why? And there's a simple answer to that.
Okay.
Well, as you recall, clearly, we wanted to find out the answer to the timeless question. Do two people who know nothing about something know less or more combined?
How much time did you spend trying to put that together?
Well, if the two of us know nothing about live streaming and
Uh-huh.
hosting a live show,
Right.
will putting us together, will that yield a better? Do we know more about live shows or less about live shows when the two of us combine?
Well, did you watch the intro? We obviously don't know squat. I have no idea what's happened. We've never had the intro video just like decide to be like ridiculous, and so I'm not really sure what's going on. You know, it figures we have on an all-star quality producer, TV superstar, legend, even if you will, on the show today. And you know, we got his name wrong. We spelled it wrong. The video didn't work. And
it's not Leo.
You know,
Leo, you're not our guest today. Sorry. No, you're not the superstar producer. I mean, you are, but you're not the guest. And
right.
Yeah. And
listen,
Stefan didn't even bother to guess for the
if
guest.
you guys are just okay with it, just because this has kind of got me thrown off, if I could just take 60 seconds to get my composure, just bear with me.
No need to pause this video. I'll keep myself entertained.
Held my breath for so long.
No need to pause this video.
Wow.
Oh man,
So
this is going to be one.
that helped.
Show.
That helped. I feel a lot better about our show now. So awesome.
Oh man, we've had some crazy comments here about this. I mean, yeah.
Stefan thinks it's still all about him. Hey, I'll do my best to make sure we bring your roller disco guy back out because he is awesome. But hey, Daniel, let's bring in our guest. He is a star of stage and screen and parts of his own home. And that says a lot. That says a lot. That's life balance. Stage, screen, and parts of your home. Not everybody can pull that off. But our guest today is the legendary John Pullum, not Pullman, Pullum, our temp who edited the video. We're just gonna have to let her go. Her name's Chad. But anyway, this gives you a good look. Maybe you recognize him. And as we bring him in here in just a second, I think we're going to have some fun. So let's get ready for John Pullum.
I like to go to an arcade by myself or go to an amusement park, and I just got off the merry-go-round. I was the last one to ride it before they shut it down for the evening.
Goals.
Good day, everybody. See, the interesting thing is when you cut different parts out of videos, like the shaving cream one. Hey, I was teaching people how to shave their head using the Pullum pivot method on their razor, and then I was on a merry-go-round. I sound like some freak, although it was fun. It's so great to use these things out of context, and then it's like, this guy is weird, man. But
it's absolutely.
Go to my YouTube channel and watch the rest of those videos.
Yes,
yeah, that shaving cream one, that was I thought, man, this is gonna really, this is gonna keep people going for a little bit during this video. And that's right about the time that the viewers dropped off. Was like, okay, There they go. Goodbye.
I watched that video in its entirety. I found it fascinating.
Well, thank you. I even had a little stunt
Pullum
double,
method.
the stunt double head and everything, and it was very well thought out. I thought it was thought out. Well,
The way they're holding the razor blade backwards and everything, it's like brilliant.
It is very, I'll use a Sharpie, but it's very a chopstick type movement to it. And I don't know. I love it. And you don't discuss that kind of thing with bald people. How do you hold your razor? But I think it's unique.
I see you got
Leo, who tunes
Subpellucid
into the show and has been a guest, really needs to pay attention and watch that video, because he still tries to have hair, but I think he's kind of at a point where it's time to just, check out the Pullum pivot method and
the Pullum pivot method. Yeah, his hair looks a little short. Yeah, but whatever. It's something that I was about 20. What was I? Right after my daughter was born, so 25 years old. I had hair on the sides. You'll probably show pictures of that. I look like George Costanza from Seinfeld. Yes, I did. And I would get a lot of commercial calls. We need a George look. We need a George look. And I thought, I was living in Japan. I'm like, I'll just shave it. And I'd never, if I could snap my fingers and have hair again, I'd say, forget it. I'm going to keep it this way. Leo needs a wig. Yeah, I had a wig around here somewhere.
Say, John, that Costanza wasn't the first thing I thought of, though, when I first saw you. Of course, you didn't have the hair on the side now. Actually, my mind immediately went to, I bet he was a stunt double for the bald lady on the first Star Trek movie. That's what I thought.
I never saw the first Star Trek movie, or the second or the third.
You're a dead ringer.
Am I really? Yeah. I actually had brain surgery when I was like 5 months old, and I have 2 big scars and 2 big indents in my head. It almost looks like 2 eye sockets in the back. And then I have that little line, probably the fat line on the back. So when my kids were behind me in the car and they go, Dad, the back of your head is smiling, because it looks like the 2 vertical lines and then the little line for the smiley face. And they said, when you get angry, your head goes down and then it looks like it's frowning. We know when you're angry. It's like, whatever.
From the back.
But
that's awesome.
From the back, I'm smiling in the front and in the back. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But Daniel's hair, a different color every week, and I like it. It's very, very nice. I bet he doesn't do it. He couldn't do his own. He definitely, that's too high tech.
This is
that's a few hours in the beauty chair.
Wow.
I would say.
No, she's got it down. The first time it took like 6 hours. I was like, I'm not doing this again. And then the second time it was like 2 hours. Third time, now she gets it done in less than an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. And I love her. She's fantastic. No small talk. She gets my haircut in like 7 minutes, because she doesn't waste the time. Like, how many children have you got? Just cut my freaking hair.
Just cut hair.
Like,
yeah.
Cut my hair and get out of here. And she's amazing. I love her. She's the best.
She's like, man, this guy just doesn't want to talk to me. He comes in and chop.
The name of her shop is 7 Minutes in Heaven.
Oh my gosh, no. Okay. We've got some Leo talk going on here. Yeah, thanks, John. Yeah, I've got style. Yeah, I guess some people think so. Some people think
no, he does. Daniel definitely has style.
Yeah, people ask, when I introduce myself now.
And Chad, Harry Anderson called and wants his body back.
So when I introduce myself, I tell people, yeah, I've got purple hair, and no, there's no meaning to it. It's just random.
Cool shirt, cool hair.
People will just like, why? Why is your hair purple? And I'm like, it just is.
Say it's natural.
What does it mean? What does it mean? And I'm like,
say it's natural.
It just means I'm almost 50 and I'm not sure who I am anymore.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned Harry Anderson, because I was talking to you earlier about my brother with the bookstore. And for a while, he was actually the only one carrying Harry Anderson's book. He was had the only rights to sell his book.
The Wise Guy, that one?
I forget. This
Wise
is the
Guy.
magic thing.
Yeah, so. Harry was such a great magician and unique guy. It was, besides that, Night Court. But he was a really, really. They started as like a street hustle and magician guy, and did Night Court and all that stuff. But yeah, cool guy. But yeah, you always remind me of him with the hat and your style and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Stephen
pin these
says that's why he's
comments.
here.
Because of Harry Anderson. Yeah.
I'm clicking the comments at the same time as Daniel just to drive him nuts. They go off and on. Anyway, well, hey,
Daniel's Kid Club, dude.
Enough about Harry Anderson and Daniel's hair. We want to get to know you. So with that in mind, I say we press onward.
Are you ready for a cool optical illusion? Look at the star in the center of my palm and don't look away. The next time you hear this tone, the picture will change. Your mind will fool you into thinking it's a full color picture. But as soon as you look away from the star, you'll realize it's only black and white. Check it out. Remember, as soon as you look away from the star, the picture will change into black and white. Now, it's not a camera trick in any way. It's just your mind playing tricks on you. Go ahead, rewind it, and try again.
Wow, that was amazing.
Getting to know all about.
Weird part was that the shark looked pink the whole time.
It did.
I didn't think about that ahead of time because I would have screwed it up. Well, that was
we have like 12 viewers. That's good.
I know, right? We should have you
That's
every week.
A record. It's a record. How many phones do you have open, Chad? My God.
I had to sign up for a whole lot of Verizon accounts this past few days.
Yeah, I guess so. So getting to know me. What do you want to know?
Well, there are a bunch of things we want to know. There are several things we don't want to know.
Yes.
But I guess maybe the first question is like, okay, you've done a few interesting shows recently.
Thank you.
And that's how we got to meet, through the live show community and at StreamYard.
Yes, that was great. You were such a great host, Daniel. There was no technical glitches in the beginning or anything. It was all true professional all the way.
He carries his expertise over to this each week.
He does. Yeah. No, it was a fun show.
It was a fun show. While it lasted. No more. So wanted to ask you about your shows instead of talking about my shows, which are clearly not worth talking about because they either don't exist or they're crap. So let's talk about your shows. What are you? what have you been doing lately with live? Because COVID has brought you to the
a screeching halt, man. It's a year ago, March, when it all hit the fan. A friend of mine, he's an illusionist, Franz Harari. There was another guy in the Philippines. I help him with this fan page. And there was a guy in the Philippines that wanted to interview him on his little streaming show. I saw another magician do a streaming show, and I asked, what are you using? She said, StreamYard. So we started talking, and we thought, what about like a quarantine talk? Like talking with magicians and stuff, call it quarantine talk. We didn't realize he was working in China at the time. Franz was in China, and they closed the whole theater down, his theater, and he had to come home before, the flights closed down. It was like trying to get out of ground zero of the COVID. And we decided to do these shows. We didn't realize the lockdown was going to be that long. So we were doing 3, 4, or 5 shows a week on his fan page. And then it kept going and it kept going. Now we're up to like 105 shows and 140 or 150 guests throughout those shows. And anybody from like Michael Carbonaro from the Carbonaro Effect on True TV to Lance Burton from Vegas to all these people that Shin Lim that won America's Got Talent and the champion America's Got Talent champions and fooled Penn and Teller and whatever. He's been on like 2 or 3 times. Sometimes he'll just come on as like a surprise guest to surprise a friend or just talk. But it's been fun.
Appears
so
out of nowhere.
Live show. Yeah, appears out of nowhere. So it's really kept us sane for the last year of just doing these. Now it's every Tuesday night. I'm doing one in a couple hours here and 2.5 hours, I guess. So that's what I've been doing. I haven't really focused on the virtual shows yet, and I probably should as far as my own show for the corporate market, which is a lot of sales conferences and awards banquets. Usually sales conferences seem to be the big draw. Anywhere from 10 people in a little small conference room to 600 or 1,000 or 2,000 people in a large convention hall. It's very interactive. I have to be near them and talk to them, and I'm on stage, I'm in the audience, I'm everywhere. So doing stuff virtually, like I'll do a blindfold bit in my show, and somebody from the audience puts duct tape all over my face, and if they hold things behind my back, well, they can't be here. And then I tell them what they're thinking and all that stuff, but I can't do that virtually. So, but I do like being able to be at home in my basement office / studio and being able to do the YouTube videos and the live streams and stuff just from my house, and being able to reach more people and not have to leave home and can let my dogs out and walk the dogs, see the family, and sleep in my own bed.
Living life. Right?
Yeah,
living life
at
is what
home.
we're all doing. We all made changes. Nancy Lewis wants to remind everybody, stop by the popcorn booth in the lobby.
Yes, I love popcorn. I'm fasting right now. I'm doing this fasting thing, trying to lose weight, but yeah,
where are the
comfy
most
seats?
effective
Not
way
here.
to lose weight. Guaranteed.
Tim is wondering where the comfy seats are.
Yeah.
Tim, we will see if we can get a hold of a custom-made padded Subpellucid toilet seat just for you.
Oh, those are nice. You remember those as the padded ones? Do they still sell?
Right?
Still sell that?
I don't know if they do. Like you would
they
stick
come
to
together.
them. It's like so horrible.
There was also one I saw. This was look where the show is going, but it looked like barbed wire. It was like a clear toilet seat, and it looked like barbed wire inside. So you'd go to whoa, we never had one of those, but I would
like
get
it.
one. I would anything for a laugh, man. I put shaving cream all over my face for a minute and can't breathe. I'll do anything for a laugh.
I get it. I did an installation video of our bidet, and added a little.
Oh, did you?
Fun moments for that, with
we haven't done. We have to hire an electrician because you need like a plug behind your bidet, correct? So whatever. So
yeah,
I was asking Daniel, does this camera make my hands look big?
Oh my!
I use these in the car. When somebody's wanting to go around. No, go around.
John says they have lights on their toilet seats, so there's no reason for anyone to miss anymore.
Lights, yeah, they do. And in Japan, when you walk near the toilet, the lid rises. So I and the special, toilet seats. And then you can push another one and then the seat rises if you have to pee or whatever. But I told my kids last time I was there, they were much younger, their house is haunted. So they went in the bathroom and the toilet seat came up, and that was great, man. If they didn't have to go to the bathroom before they got in there, they did once they got in. So
this must be what royalty feels like.
Yeah, they just walk in and then it squirts your butt, But it's cold water, right? We haven't hooked ours up yet, but I think it's like cold water, so it's like woo.
Yeah, where I live, it doesn't get that cold, so the water isn't that cold either. So where Daniel lives,
but I mean, at what point, Chad, did you say, you know what? What'd be really good right now is a fountain up my butt.
Third grade.
What made you get the bidet? Third grade? Okay. Third grade. You were not allowed to go out in the hall for the drinking fountain ever again. We have to accompany Chad.
Guys, if you have any questions for John, by the way, feel free to send them our way. Now, mentalism, kind of a little branch and that overlaps part of the magic world. How did you get into that specifically?
I was doing the magic shows since I was a little kid. I mean, and this sounds weird, is not as an adult, as like a 6 or 7 year old. I would like to do magic shows, puppet shows, whatever. And the neighborhood kids would literally be knocking on my bedroom window, wanting to know when the next show was. Some were my age, some were younger, some were older. So I always liked magic and fooling people. You probably have it. I have a picture of me with the magic hat and the magic wand. And doing magic. But I found with the mentalism, yeah, pick a card, any card. I'll tell you what your card is, or cut the ropes together. Wow. It was fun. I mean, I toured Japan, did hundreds of shows in Japan and all over the country doing my magic show. But when I would do the mentalism, which comes across as mind reading and psychology-based magic, I guess you could call it, people would forget about the card trick, would forget about this straitjacket escape, forget about the illusions, forget about anything, and they would, how did you know what I was thinking? How could you tell? And actually, for those of you that are watching, the one or two of you, do me a favor right now and put in the comments an emoji, because this is for later. I'm going to try to test you, and I'm going to send Chad a file to play in a little bit. Drop an emoji in the chat that represents how your day is going today. Could be crappy, could be a smiley, could be sick or sad. However you're truly feeling, pick an emoji and drop that in the comments of how you're feeling today. And I'm going to try to tap into your thoughts right from your computers in a little bit. Now, this is something that can be done virtually. And hopefully, I kind of know Chad and Daniel's audience a bit. And I watch the comments and some of the other past shows and some of the guests and stuff, and just some of your comments now. So drop an emoji, and I'm going to try to send Chad and Daniel a file to play in a little bit that will hopefully tap into your thoughts right from your computer. But you have to put in that emoji, and I might be able to connect with you better. And you'll kind of see what the mentalism is like, and if hopefully if it works. But people like that mind-to-mind connection. And for my show, I can do 45 minutes to an hour or more out of a briefcase. So my whole show fits in a tiny briefcase that goes under the plane seat. Before, I used to have to bring cases and everything else. And even actually the first tour I did to Japan, everything fit in a briefcase. I got there, they had staff there to grab, help with unload my show. And I'm there with a briefcase, and they're like, ooh, we're paying this guy all this money and he doesn't have huge props. So the next year I went there, I had a case designed that was basically hollow, and the top part was the size of a briefcase, and the rest I put like my pillow from home and things. I ended up liking the Japanese pillows better, but I just put clothes and stuff. So I got there. Where's your case? Here's my showcase. Oh, this guy's gonna be good because he has a huge showcase. And little did they know it was the same show that everybody loved, but it fit into that part. So it's all perceived value. But with the mentalism, it's a couple of books, or I have the clients provide them. It's for the blindfold, they have to bring a couple pieces of duct tape, and it's all with the minds of the clients, so they can be thinking about different projects they're working on, different things that they're dealing with customers. If some of it can be really tailored towards their event, so that's right. It goes over great. And I never mentioned magic or anything. And there's times that I can't do the job, and I say, well, I have a magician that I could. No, we don't want a magician. We want you. And I don't claim to be a psychic or have any special powers. Yeah, John Pullum. But yeah, I mean, if you go to Pullum.com, Pullum at the end.com, go to the videos, and you'll see a longer segment of a show that I did for a company. And the boss wanted to get up there and interview me and have me talk. And it was a really neat type of situation I did for them. But yeah, I love it. Mentalism is, and then I combine it with motivation. So it's a nice takeaway. What is this? Balancing cups on your head? StreamYard cup. You don't even have a StreamYard cup. Yeah, I got the StreamYard cup.
Tim, someone wants to know why did you decide to come on this award-winning show? And Leo wants to know, at what point this evening did you realize your career had hit rock bottom?
Right about the time where the intro wasn't going well, and they misspelled my name. And then they brought up the shaving cream video, and what else? No, Chad was on watching Daniel's award-winning show, Tech Talk, on the StreamYard channel. And Chad wrote me and said, will you do the show? And I said, sure. And then I watched the show, but I don't like going back on my word. No, it's just, it's fun. I was on Sammy, the Sammy Superstar. If you go to YouTube and look up Sammy Superstar, I was on his show a few days ago. It's was on the StreamYard show with the Tech Talk show, which is like their most viewed show. And it's just fun. What else am I going to do on Wednesday night in Michigan?
There you go.
It's Wednesday or Tuesday. Yeah. I have a lot to do on Tuesday, but
yeah.
Oh, I'm here for you.
We're getting like all these comments on TikTok. Cool. Painful subject doesn't exist anymore. Let's move on.
I should. I didn't. I have to write Joanne and everybody and say, "What's the deal, man?" It's you were very entertaining.
The deal is that I no longer work there. So
well, you should just work there. Go back there. I'll call Joanne. I'll say hi him again.
Too late.
He's always
like
you're always at the beauty salon. You're always at the beauty salon. So
man, yeah. I'm just gonna
inconceivable.
Oh wow,
inconceivable.
Okay,
I see what you did there. You switched it.
So since you're
I should have just done that and not come back with the mic. I should have just drank it and then
since
inconceivable.
Since you're so smart, you're brilliant.
You're talking to Chad, probably.
Yeah. I wanted to know if you could figure out what's the cube root of 658,503.
Okay, can I write it down to at least give my brain time to 658,000.
Familiar number.
658,000.
503.
Alexa, what is the square root of 658,503?
Cube root.
Cube. It's not
square root of 658.
Oh, the cube root?
503 is approximately 811.482.
Yeah. You said the cube root?
Yeah, cube root.
Cube root. Root.
Alexa, what is the cube root of 658,503?
The cube root of 658,503 is 87.
87. Yeah, 87 is what that's actually the number. If you look at if you look at the paper, I wrote down 87 before we started. That is my prediction. But yeah, so that's it. Yeah, and you wonder how many people's devices were going off when I said, "Alexa, make a fart noise."
That was everybody's chance to actually fart and blame Alexa.
Yeah. Alexa, stop.
You see, now that's why I wear AirPods.
Oh, was that yours, Chad? Somebody's just went off. Was that yours?
Not mine.
No, it was yours.
Might have been yours. I don't know. So now that number actually was from one of the shows you hosted.
87 was?
The cube root of 658,503. The show you did with the human calculator.
Oh yeah, he was great, man. I still keep in touch with him. He got me on to Clubhouse. He was my invite on Clubhouse, and do you have a clip of that?
And you're still
play a clip of that one and try not to get kicked off.
I actually don't have a clip of that because I wasn't sure if I'm gonna get in trouble.
Scott
I thought I'd throw the number to see if you'd remember the.
No, I don't even remember half the shows. We did 14 episodes and a lot of guests, and it was Scott Flansburgh is one of the guests that I still keep in touch with. I still keep in touch with I haven't talked to her in a while though. Fran Capo, the fastest talking lady. We had a lot of people. We were on right before and right after Mythbusters. It was called More Than Human, and our show was similar enough that it would keep people continuing to Mythbusters, or if they were watching Mythbusters, they would continue to watch More Than Human afterwards. And it was great. It was a great time. And it all started, I did a small little 3-minute segment for More Science of Magic, it was called. And that turned into a chance to do a game show for them, 1 episode game show in an amusement park. And then they said, if you work well with us on this one, we have you in mind for a series. And I thought they were just, blowing smoke. And then it turned into the series. And then More Than Human turned into, they edited that for another series. And then they got me on Unsolved History. and they did an episode of that. It was fun. It was like, but I was never home, and I was working from like early morning till way after dark most days, because I'd have to go from the studio. After I was done there, I'd go to the voiceover place, and then I'd have to watch the other episodes and do the voiceover work, and then drive back to the hotel and whatever. So if my family flew out there, the kids were still little, so that they would have never seen me. They would have just been alone all day. So yeah, a lot of time without the family. And then I filmed another TV pilot right before all this stuff hit, and it was travel based. So we filmed that in November of 2019. They're starting to edit it and everything else, but they can't do the last remaining things until everything opens back up again. So
whatever. Texas,
here.
We've been open.
Yeah, go to Texas. They've been open forever.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on there. Yeah.
Oh, it's a crazy place living here. Well, heck,
Yeah.
we could go on all day getting to know you. You've done so many things, met so many people. Leo is asking us to bring on the lift, which is British.
The elevator.
Elevator.
See, I don't know. I was thinking about that today. I was driving to Aldi to do some shopping, making sure I had a quarter in my pocket, and then thinking, what am I going to say for that elevator thing? I don't know what I'm going to say for the elevator thing.
I believe you will have no problem when the elevator comes along.
Now, do I have to do the 60-second elevator pitch like you do at a networking meeting, or can you do anything in the
It's your 60
elevator?
seconds to do whatever you want.
I can pitch my stuff or whatever. Okay.
You could do a strip tease,
Good.
whatever. You know?
Ooh. We did one of the episodes of the Talking Magic show that we did. My friend Franz said, we need more viewers. Why don't we do it topless? And we called other people to come on topless, but our main guest would not take off his shirt.
Well, we've had that. We had our main guest take off their shirt.
Yeah. Who was that? Who was she?
She goes by George.
Yeah, Melanie. Who was it? Who was it?
She identifies as a hairy Greek guy.
Wasn't Luria? Wasn't? Yeah.
So.
Oh man. Oh man. Well,
it wasn't Nancy.
We want to move on to the next segment, but I
Just so
just
you
want to
guys
ask you
know,
before we do that.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Before we go on to the next segment, I just wanted to ask you if you wanted to co-host the show instead of me. I'm running a little campaign here to try and get me off the show.
Why are you getting off the show? You're like the Abbott to the Costello, the Laurel to the Hardy. You are the Sonny to the Cher, the Kanye
the
to the
heat
Kim,
to the ice cream.
the what else? Yeah, the heat to the ice cream, the water to the bidet. I mean, you are it, man. You're not doing tech talk anymore, so you have to do this one.
That sounds
you have
like
to see Daniel.
That sounds like another disappointing no. Okay, well,
Yeah.
we tried. I keep trying. You know, one day I will find somebody.
But you're the best one, though. I mean, you guys really play well off of each other.
Thanks.
That is the problem. That is the. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, so I think
lovely.
this is time for the next segment here,
Which is brand new. It's never been seen.
Wonderful.
I honestly not 100% sure what it's going to be about.
Yeah,
But we're
right.
going to do it anyway. So just so you guys know that John also does a lot with marketing, markets his own business. He helps other people do things with marketing. So if you've got some questions about how to market your business, start sending them in because in this next
Send them in.
Yeah, we're going to let you
Send them in, and we'll see if we can make you
brain.
tons and tons of money.
Let's.
Oh, that was nice, Chad. That was great. That was really, you're getting fancy.
Right?
Fancy.
That's
Yeah.
And all I had to do was think money. I didn't have to do anything. I just thought money, and it fell from heaven.
That's it.
That's it.
Great.
It's why I can afford
Amazing.
the nice clothes, but no pants.
And that great intro. You
I
can
found a
afford
turtle
that great
crossing the
intro.
road far away from a river. I think it was going to a local Shell station.
Oh, look at that. I saved it. I saved the turtle just for the shell of it.
Now I had to test this earlier, but I want to play the intro because this new section Has its own special intro.
Very
You
nice.
know, it's the only thing that was missing on that intro was to have Stefan Kaplan roller skate across the screen to slowly with that music.
That was very.
Oh man! So
You're loving that picture. You know, I after you said you were going to start using pictures, and I went through the John Pullum business page, and I'm like, holy crap! There's a lot of, you know, most of them are like, oh, here's a picture of you fishing. Where were you fishing on the other shows? Oh, here's a picture of you standing there with the trophy. Me, it's like, let's try to find something normal. There's nothing normal on my pictures, I don't think. You're using some of the more normal ones. The dad jokes of all dad jokes. Yes, John. It's a John thing.
Yeah.
Dad jokes.
Marcus.
Okay.
Marcus did a video in this group that I'm in today, razzing me. And it was, I can watch stuff that's funny and not laugh. I can watch a funny movie. I can be there and they're like, you didn't like it? I loved it. I just don't. I was laughing out loud at Marcus from Switzerland. Holy crap. Funny man. Great singer. You should have him on the show sometime. Marcus is everywhere.
I need to get to know everybody in that group. So,
yeah, great guy.
Hopefully they're watching the show today and realizing what a huge asset I am.
This is. And Marcus is not only a funny guy, a great guy, he is a nice guy. We were in this group with Luria Petrucci, and Marcus was there to watch everybody's video, comment, support everybody. Him and Sammy Superstar. But Marcus, great, unbelievably great guy. Just a great person. Can't say enough great things about him. What is this?
Stefan wants to know if he can rub your genie lantern and make 3 wishes.
You can rub my. That sounds so weird.
This is not that kind of show. Yeah.
It's like a new hip hop song. You can rub my lantern.
Not the first time I've been asked, but.
You want to rub my genie lantern?
Man, this is
Marcus is blushing.
He's blushing.
Oh,
in case anybody.
And he has like a lot of facial hair, so it's really tough to see if he's blushing.
He was blushing about 5 minutes ago, Chad.
Yeah.
And you have a big.
Oh, there we go.
He doesn't know how to spell your name. But that's okay.
No, he did. John Pullum. He did. He didn't pull me in like you guys did. Big fan. Thank you.
He makes a lot of wind.
Yeah, big a lot of wind.
This is a segment
magical
that we call
mental marketing methods.
Yes.
I just wanted to be able to use. That's really the only reason I put those words together. And from there, really had nothing planned. So
I could give you a cool marketing thing.
And that's what I thought. I thought,
yeah,
John.
I'm waiting for something else to pop up, though. I'm waiting for something else to pop up.
Well, I had a nickel for every time I was told that.
Yeah. After they rub your genie lamp. Yeah.
After they rub your genie lamp.
Oh golly.
I sound more better than Chad today. Oh, you sound better today, Chad. Yeah. When I heard Chad was losing his voice, I'm like, when is my show? This is going to be great. But now he has it back.
Yeah, well,
Leo is bringing out another reference. So let's see if you know this reference. I know Chad doesn't. Chad doesn't have a clue what Leo was talking about here. So tell us about it. And Leo is saying, "Tell us about it, Janet." Leo must be a big fan of Janet. Nope. No.
Janet, I think what
Janet
we've
Weiss.
decided is we're gonna have to get you in
Never
the
mind.
room later.
Yeah.
Talk about
so what is it?
There we
Tell
go.
me, what does that mean?
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay, yeah. See, I don't watch, for somebody that's done a lot of TV work, I don't watch TV. We have a TV. We never turn it on. I never watch TV. I went to the movies maybe once a year. I just saw nobody. First time we've been out to a movie theater since all this happened. and there was like nobody in the movie theater, which made it even better. But the movie Nobody, I liked it.
No, I get that though. Like I co-host a show with Daniel. I don't follow any of his social media profiles.
Oh, all of them? That one profile that he has is something. See what it started. Okay, I didn't even read that.
So if you had to, as the genie of magical mental marketing methods, or had to share one, we could say three, but the show's already long enough. One tidbit for everyone that you've taken away from your time in this wonderful world of media and TV and self-promotion, what would it be?
The one thing that usually gets great reaction when I market are my balls. The balls that I send in the mail, and they're big playground balls, and they're the big balls that you get at like Walmart, the shiny balls, not like the bumpy balls,
right? But
the shiny balls, like the blue balls, are great, or like the red ones aren't as good, but they're the big balls that you can get at Walmart for a couple of bucks. So you buy a big ball, and they're big balls. You buy a big ball, and you write, what's the matter, Daniel? You write on it, your clients will have a ball watching my presentation or whatever, or I had a ball working with you, whatever. Write with a Sharpie marker, permanent marker, write it on there. You hand address the address, you hand it, write your return address. I put bounce with care. I write that on there. You can put stamps on it, take it to your local post office, first class mail, goes out first class, and you mail an actual playground ball. I wouldn't even call it a playground ball because those are usually those smaller ones that you whip at the kids on the wall. But you mail a ball in the mail, and your client, you can send it first class, but it gets delivered like express priority because they can't leave it on their porch or whatever and roll away. And then your client's walking around with this giant ball, and the people are going, who sent that? Well, that was Chad or Daniel or John Pullum. And I get so much reaction out of my balls more than anything. And it's try it. Send your balls through the mail, and people will. I was in the post office after I sent a lot of them out, and the lady, there was a fairly long line, and the postal worker at the end looked up, realized it was me, and said, what kind of reactions have you got from your balls lately? And I spent the next few minutes explaining it to everybody in front and behind me, what I just told you about. I mailed the balls, and I wrote a message on the balls. Another marketing tip that I think is great is something
because we have viewers that are asking questions about this, and that they seem like they're interested in maybe doing this. So, do you have a recommendation of the fastest way some of our viewers can get their hands on your blue balls if they want to share them with others?
The best way is like Walmart. If that is the best place for balls is Walmart, I would say. There's really, but you can, like, I bought them. There was this Dollar Tree type thing when it was going out of business, and I bought a box of their balls, but they were like just this. They basically looked like sacks because they didn't have any air or life in them yet. They were just kind of droopy, like wrinkly sacks. And then I would get the, I don't know, Daniel, something's up. I would get the car air pump, and I would shove the stem into the balls and then blow it up, and then it would be big. But it was great when it was just a small little sack because you could store a lot of them. Because when you buy them and they're already full, having a house full of balls is not good. But yeah, it's amazing how much stuff you can put on them, and then just no boxes, no bags, nothing, just the ball arrives in their mail, and once again, they can't put in the slot, so they knock and they hand deliver your balls to your leads or clients, and it's get a lot of people, making comments on them. So it's good. And then you have to worry, when it's colder,
handle with care, I would assume.
In Michigan, bounce with care, it says. But in
Oh, for
Michigan,
sure.
it gets cold. So
Hmm.
sometimes they shrink a little bit. So you have to add more air, you know, because
Yeah, a
with
little warm
the
air.
heat or whatever, it depends on how cold or hot it is.
Sure.
And yeah, so that's it. Yeah, I mean, I'm serious. I know you guys, Daniel's trying to take it to somewhere else, but
I know.
send a ball, man. It's a great thing. And just another one is just doing quick little video messages to your client on your phone and sending them
You
little
buy 'em in
video
bulk?
messages. And well, I bought the place was going out of business, so I bought balls by the bulk. But usually,
Sure.
you know, I'm not sending a ton of them out, but it's
There's just a couple here or there.
cute little. Yeah, usually two at a time, and yeah, but yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, it's if you take one thing away of this whole great hour, buy balls and ship out balls, and people are laughing still. You know, it's balls by the bulk. Yeah, it's yeah,
Right.
it's you're gonna get such great reaction by sending these, and it's
I
and
agree.
people keep them. People keep them because they don't want to. You know, their address and everything else is on it, and
Right. Do they have a shelf life?
Yeah. My friend sent me a ball, and we still have it. There's some 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's like you're not bouncing it all the time. You're just keeping it there, and unless it has a leak or something, the balls are firm, you know, for a
Right.
long time.
There you
Yeah,
go.
but yeah, send out a ball. Go to Walmart, send it out. It's weird because I haven't sent them out since all this lockdown happened and all that. So I don't know if people would be weird or if they have to put on like the medical gloves before they touch them. But I don't know. I
There
think
you
this
go.
is enough entertainment for Daniel. Daniel is getting the giggles.
Yes. No, I think
Yeah.
there was like someone said there's just a lot of nuggets.
Oh my
that,
God, John! I'm not going to read that comment.
Yeah, I just kind of ignored it. But
Yeah,
lot of-
I'm surprised you pulled it up there. Yeah.
Roger, Igor,
Oh.
whatever we want to call him,
Oh,
said it best. So
I was
There you
saying
go.
it clean. You know, this is not meant any other way. It's just
right.
it doesn't matter what. You don't even have to say, "Oh, have a ball" or whatever. Just have your message on something unique. And
Right.
you know, lumpy mail works great. And
Yeah.
mail of any sort works great because everybody's just doing email and Facebook and YouTube or whatever marketing, and people are used to getting
lumpy
stuff
mail
in mail, especially if it's
Gets
the
open.
lumpy mail. The lumpy mail
Yeah.
does get open.
So
Yeah.
shout out to messages and something unique. You can buy the Subpellucid mug and on our Subpellucid store for just we'll pay you. We'll pay you to take the mug. That's how much it's worth.
They sent me 5 of them so far. Yeah.
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 Filled with little
Yeah.
You
balls.
can't- There we go.
No, they wouldn't. No, the balls wouldn't fit in there. Not even the deflated ones.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's people are
Little bigger
laughing,
mug.
but they're really they should really write that
Right.
down. It is a. They're even. I think there was one on Shark Tank, haveaball.com or something, and they professionally print them up. Handwritten is best. Handwritten is best. I've also done messages in a bottle. You can go to like orientaltrading.com, and there's this message in a bottle thing.
That's cool.
And the bottom of it opens. I have to tape it up. But you send a bottle, yeah, it's just anything to
That's
stand
racist.
out in the pile.
No, I like
It's not
it.
another
I like
piece
it.
of. How many balls have you got in the mail? None. You know.
If you send
So
them
that's
airmail, then
Mine-
that how
no,
many balls
I-
you have in the air. We could go
Yeah.
all day,
Yeah.
whatever, but
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yeah.
Great tidbit.
It's fun.
Bulky mail,
Man,
lumpy mail.
I just can't believe we just spent about 12 minutes talking about balls. So
You were enjoying every second of it.
that
I
was
can't believe it
I
was
mean-
probably one of the
Can't
best
believe-
segments we've ever had on the show.
yeah, most
It is.
engagement.
I mean,
It's the most engagement we ever
a whole
got.
different,
Yeah.
a whole different level. But any bulky marketing, any bulky thing you can send out. I used to go to the dollar store and just look for stuff. I would get padlocks. Are you ready to lock in that date? I sent one time a tube of Bengay, you know, like a Bengay, a cheaper version of
Yeah.
Bengay. But I had this whole letter about after you hire me, your coworkers, your boss, everybody else is going to be patting you on the back so much, your back's going to be sore. this whole thing about this muscle rub, because everybody's going to be patting him on the back for a job well done hiring me. I had puzzles, on the piece of the missing piece to your puzzle for your event. Just go through the store and look for unique items that you can think of a marketing pitch to go with, and go for it.
What I like about the idea here is that it's all air. So, one could send.
It doesn't weigh.
It doesn't weigh.
No.
So it's the shipping.
Here's
is
the
cheap.
tip. I'm glad we're still on the subject. Something that I learned while I sent the balls is the balls roll. So the lady at the post office got a little piece of tape, could be the priority tape or whatever, and you do a little loop and you put it on the ball, and then you stick that to the scale. Otherwise, the ball kept rolling off the scale and they didn't know how to weigh it. So you tape it, stays in place, and then they can weigh it to see how much it's going to cost. But I think now it's like $3 something. I know the postage rate went up. What was like $3 or $4 to send the ball, and then $1 or $2, probably $2 or $3 for the ball. So $6, $7 total or something. You send a unique marketing piece to people. You wouldn't send them out by the thousands unless you, had a lot of balls. That would take a lot of balls to do that.
Yeah,
but
it would take a lot of balls, and not everybody has a lot of balls. So,
John, tape your balls. Yeah, that sounds painful. But,
I can catch on.
but in the marketing realm, it's not painful. It's just,
You want to use double-sided tape.
I always and then when you yank it off, do it quick.
Definitely.
After they're done weighing it.
Lisa Ferret says, "What's up, folks?" So
Lisa just signed in. Is going, what did I tune into? Hey, Lisa. Lisa's in. She was in Lita, and she's also in my other group on Facebook. And we were just talking marketing and how to send balls through the mail. And see, when you say that word, people think of other things, but send round items through the mail that you fill with air. Daniel would giggle less, but thanks for tuning in, Lisa. Great to see you.
Some people get upset, like you say the word, people get like really testy, and it's I don't understand, but what it is.
Yeah, they do.
And I'm laughing because there are a couple of comments here that I'm going to let Chad put them on air.
There are probably some that shouldn't be on, actually, but it's just you know what level, the level of your audience when you read some of these comments, and
we've been going about this.
Right, I was totally cleaning the whole thing, and you guys are taking it other ways. But I was trying to think of something else to say, but that's the best one. Really, is that is that marketing?
And I stayed with you. I stayed with you.
Yeah, you did. You were clean, and Daniel's like,
fourth grade flashbacks.
I gave Chad these last 15 minutes of grace time because he was clearly trying to stretch out the time because he had no other content to air. But I think we're at the point in time where we can move to the next segment.
We can. And people still, if you're just joining us, Lisa and other people, please drop that emoji. And have you seen any emojis? Drop that emoji in of how your day is going. I need to know. I'm trying to see the emojis. However your day is going, whether it's crappy or you're sad or you're happy or you're sick or whatever. Somebody have a dog? Drop an emoji in there to let us know how your day is going. And Daniel just sent a private chat to Chad probably saying, stop it. Can't see the private chat. This is John Pullum. And sometimes when I don't have my glasses on, people tell me that I have a baby face. What do you think? See, that's why I wear my glasses.
Right? Yeah, it's it was incredible. The change.
Yeah. But I put the glasses on so I look more like an adult. This is their time to go use their bidet? Is this what this is?
This was more for mental health purposes.
Oh, mental health purposes. Now I'm looking. Marcus is a laughing face. John is like a tongue sticking out. Lisa is smiling or laughing.
With psychic or mind reading, I feel we all have a sense of psychic powers, for lack of a better word. Perhaps at night or during the day, you're sitting there at a table talking to somebody, perhaps even tonight. And no matter if they say something or you say something, no matter how off topic, the other person goes, I was just thinking the same thing. Or you're driving along, you're singing a song to yourself, singing, you turn on the radio within a couple of stations, it's on there. Or you're sitting at dinner thinking about somebody you haven't thought of in years and years and years. The phone rings. You pick it up, and it's a telemarketer.
That's right. Oh, that's me without glasses. That's me when I had hair. That's me. How did you get that from when I was little?
Right, you know, we can't.
I'm looking
reveal
at some of the
sources.
comments now. It's good that you have comments.
Yeah. Well,
Very, very
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, you know,
And I'm
we
looking
got-
at the emojis, and I think I'm going to send you that file. And of the
yeah,
emoji
you let me know when
thing,
you want to
make
do
sure-
that. There were some emojis earlier.
Yeah, I'm
when you were
looking at some of
asking,
them. And I think,
here were some of the ones from earlier.
gotcha. Got that one. Go through another
This
one.
one?
Yeah, poopy, whatever. Is that a poop?
I don't know what that
Snail?
is.
What is that? I don't know
I don't
either.
know. It's Leo. It's
Leo.
something
Yeah.
He's snowballing.
British graffiti. I don't know what that is.
All right, there's that
Yeah,
one. Yeah, I think
and
I've
bacon.
come up with. I think I have a prediction that might kind of combine all these people. See where they'd go on this little
And Lisa
mind
has to
journey.
go run sprints.
Mind journey. Is
Oh,
that
have
something you-
a great sprint.
Yep.
Not the best
So-
signal. I like Verizon, but all right. So can I explain this? I'm sure these are pictures that you found. Is my mental prediction pictures that I have to talk about? And like I said, when I was going through the pictures, I'm like, you had like it's like a fat kid in a candy store, man. You had
Yeah, I
the,
told you when I messaged you the other night. I'm like,
It's like I am good.
we were good. So,
Yeah.
but you know, these
All
are just
right.
things that we found and we thought there's probably a story, or we just thought we need some more information. So here's our first one.
Oh, that was me at David Copperfield's warehouse in Las Vegas. And you go through this whole tour. He has stuff from Houdini. And I mean, you know, he's a multi-millionaire, billionaire guy. So he owns tons of magic. He loves magic. And at the end of the tour, you can have this photo with David Copperfield floating you in the air. And that was many, many, many years ago. But that's at David Copperfield's warehouse in Las Vegas, his office, his warehouse, his museum. And yeah, David Copperfield. I've hung out with him a few times, and he's done a lot for the art of magic.
Yes,
So,
he has. Yes, he
Yeah,
has.
but yeah, David Copperfield.
Yeah,
And that is a promo shot. I wanted to not only do the George Costanza type, you know, funny guy things. I thought I want to play an evil bad guy, and I had my ear pierced at the time and whatever. And so I did this shot, and you know, the lighting and everything. And I was having, I think it was like my 10-year high school reunion or something. I was in Arizona doing magic for the auto shows and couldn't make it, but they wanted a current picture. So I sent that as a current picture, and I looked like, you know, somebody on a wanted poster or some evil guy in some movie. So that was my picture that I wanted to try to get the bad guy roles, you know, but with
You
this
have an
higher
earring.
voice. I don't know. Stop it. I'm going to beat you up, you know. Yeah, prison mugshot. That's right, John. It's
Yeah. You
that's
want
where I
to
know
look like
John.
that and
that's
sound like
where
this
I know
in
John
prison.
from.
You look
wanna
like
sound
you
like-
look,
yeah.
you look like a 1980s. This looks like a 1980s album cover. Did I just lose?
We're
something?
frozen.
Yeah, we are.
Is that frozen? Yeah.
This
At
is,
least we're all looking good when we're frozen.
This is, we've
Well,
got some weird,
that is an amazing trick you did there. I don't know how you.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's
That was true mentalism.
that's
Like,
at the
you
that's at the dentist. You know, I know the drill. I know the drill. You know, you have to do the selfie. You know, the selfie at the dentist. That's always a good one.
that's a great
And I
angle.
am a good.
Great selfie.
I'm
angle.
a good flosser, and so I, you know, it's usually a really quick trip. But yeah, you always have to do the dental. You know, I've known my dentist before he was a dentist. He was into magic and stuff, and I've known them
That's
forever. But that's his dental hygienist lady, and yeah, I always have to do the selfie.
So always rather hear that your dentist was, you know, a magician rather than a proctologist or something.
I could never, even if I wanted to, I could never be a dentist because who would go to Dr. Pullum?
Or Pullman.
Not at all. I go to Dr. Pullum. Not anymore. Oh, there's a good one too. Yeah, those little woolly things, the little magnetic draw your own things. Yeah, I never found those too funny. It's they never paid me royalties or anything, and whatever. But I just used that for the lawsuit. That was my lawyer wanted me to take that picture for the
I just wanted to stop here for a second because I found I did a quick Google search on your dentist. There's the reverse image search in Google.
Yeah.
For the dentist image, and I found this.
That is right. That is when I had the laughing gas and the and then the vacuum was that was bad. That's
what
funny.
would happen to that photo
very
if you didn't use the scale tool when you stretched it.
Yeah, that would probably looked the same. That is very, very funny. All right, where's the next one? Oh, that was a great one. That was in the Thrill Rides Put to the Test, the game show at the amusement park.
Oh, so you guys
and
went hard,
they had a little
like
stroller.
hardcore Thrill Rides.
The makeup artist is on the right, who had to walk around with the umbrella so he wouldn't get sunburned. And then I'm trying to remember, the costume lady was behind me pushing me. But I hopped in there and they were pushing me around the amusement park. I have quite a few pictures of those. That was so much fun. And we had the whole amusement park to ourselves for like a day or two. And could whatever rides we were doing the shows on, we were riding the roller coaster over and over, and it was great. But yeah, that was the stroller. That's a great one. That's a fun one. Now that is a segment from More Than Human. In the very, very last episode, they had a lie detector. It was like the people versus the machines, basically. And Joe Navarro, I'm going to bring up his Twitter profile here, and hopefully this camera will focus. It's sometimes weird with the.
There it is.
Can you see that? Joe Navarro.
Mm-hmm. Navarro.
He was a former FBI agent and spy catcher, non-verbal, body language communicator, award-winning author, great guy. But that's Joe, and we actually still chat back and forth sometimes on Twitter. Great, brilliant man. So he would interrogate all these people for the FBI and hostage negotiation and everything else. So they had me hooked up to a lie detector, had me hooked up to this pupil thing where it could read if I was lying, just because you can't control how your pupils are reacting, especially if you're a teacher. And they had a voice thing, that voice detector and everything else. But Joe was one of the things. And what does that one say? Oh, did you ever
hit a nun at St. Mary's Hospital in the face?
Yeah, this is like so blurry. I wish it was. Yeah, did you ever hit a nun at St. Mary's Hospital with the baseball bat? They had to ask me questions. They interviewed my kids, my wife, my best friends, everything else. And my best friend thought, my best friend thought I hit a nun with a baseball bat, but I did not. There was another story where another employee, because I have to explain this, another employee was hiding behind a corner, and he had a towel, like a wet towel, and he was going to, his friend was walking down the hall, so he was ready, and he was going to go, when the friend came around the hall, around the corner, he was going to go whack and hit him in the face with this towel. Little did this guy know, one of the nuns from St. Mary's Hospital came out of another doorway and walked in front of this said employee. So the nun walked around the corner and got whacked with the towel in her face. And she just looked and kept walking. He didn't get fired or didn't get, she's like, what the hell?
She's like,
but yeah, I did
3
not.
times a week.
And it's at like those little stories. What do they call it? The telephone game. So I tell the story about the guy hitting the nun with a towel, and then it turns into on national TV. Did John Pullum hit a nun with a baseball bat? I would not be on national TV, I don't think, for.
we're going to do a recap and let everybody know that you backed over one in the parking lot of the hospital.
Well, that's yeah. But I had the camera. I had the rear view camera. You know, I was going to do it again because it kind of became a habit. Yeah, hard habit. It was a hard habit to break, I tell you.
Yeah.
We go into details, but it's none of your
It's
business.
still Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Not in Japan though. It's Wednesday.
Well, Leo is
that one.
in the UK, so I believe for him it might not be Tuesday anymore.
It might not be. He knows
it
the
might
lotto
not be.
numbers. That is on the set of Hoffa, the Hoffa movie that Danny DeVito is in the center there. I am on the right with my hand on my hip in the brown hat and the glasses. And they filmed Hoffa in Detroit, and I was an extra in Hoffa, and I was one of Danny DeVito's co-workers. And Jack Nicholson played Hoffa, so Jack Nicholson was not in that picture, but Jack Nicholson was around there. And I spent, 2 or 3 days doing the extra thing, and they needed so many dock workers for the scene that they called the unemployment office and had all these guys there. So the whole room was full of these people. And then a few were actors like myself that got called from our agent for this part. So it's down to the last 5 of us. And I'm telling all these other guys that aren't actors that were unemployed, look, my agent said, I'm going to have a decent part in this or whatever. So don't worry. Everybody else is, but they're saving us for last because we're going to, a couple of us are actors. So they're going to position us. So they call us and they start walking us down this dock way past all the action, all the way down to the end. They needed somebody way far down to the dock to make it look busy. So I'm like, crap, we're not even going to be in this movie. We're going to be a speck on the dock down there. So I told all the other guys that aren't actors, I said, look, this is horrible. But as soon as that camera goes in, camera can't see us. If we can't see the camera can't see us. As soon as that camera goes in, DeVito's walking, follows him in the building. Run like hell towards the action. Run. But when you start seeing people come out of that door, slow down again. I had it timed perfectly that Danny DeVito punched in his clock and I was right behind him. So he punches in and I just happened to be walking right behind him. So to get, they needed that out of breath. So they needed that same shot over and over. They couldn't keep filming that and have a different guy pop in behind DeVito every scene. So they're like, where is he? Oh, there he is. So they kept having me walk in behind DeVito because that's how they originally shot it, was with me walking into this big semi-truck trailer to pick up vegetables. And DeVito's like, you guys aren't acting well enough. They're empty to be nice on you guys, but it looks like they're empty. So he started loading the boxes to make them heavier. And then he came up to me and he said, he's talking to the whole group. And he said, Jack is going to come up and, then somebody's going to start shoving somebody. So DeVito's shoving me. And he's demonstrating, how they're going to fight. And he's shoving me. And I'm like, I'm getting roughed up by Danny DeVito. But it was really neat. It was also very neat because they were getting prompted on the what to say.
Mm-hmm.
So they had little earpiece things and the person was reading the scripts a few doors down to them, and then they would be saying it, but you'd never see that on the film.
Wow.
But it was cool. And yeah, it was just a little extra part, but that picture, he went into the semi truck trailer with all the vegetable boxes. And he went to light up a cigarette, and being the magician, I had this thing called a fire wallet. So I'd open up this wallet, flick a switch, and it would just burst into flames. And I had money to burn. So I said, Danny, do you need a light? And he goes, yeah. And I opened up my wallet and went, I have money to burn. And there's just fire coming out of my wallet. And he's like, wow, that's so funny. And I said, I know we're not supposed to ask. We're not supposed to have cameras on set. But could I get a picture with you? Yeah, no problem. I didn't have a camera. So I asked did anybody sneak a camera in? And this guy did. And he sent me that picture, which I was very happy about.
That's
But
cool.
nice guy, super nice guy.
You do a
It's a
decent
great-
Danny
it's a
DeVito
great
too. I kind of
picture.
noticed your voice
Yeah.
change there.
Yeah.
And I felt tall. Oh, there we go. I knew you'd pick this one. When I was going through, I'm like, he's going to pick this one.
Yeah.
It's kind of been a
So
theme.
it has been. I was going to say that. It's along with the marketing thing. This guy shipped his to me.
And you
This
sent
was
him
an
back.
episode of More Than Human as well. And this was down in Indiana. And I drove there from my home in Michigan to film this segment. His name is Rick. He's a tow truck driver, and is Combat Key. It's called Combat Key, and they learn to take punches. They learn to take kicks. They learn to take whatever and feel no pain. We put these guys on a heart rate monitor, as you can see on the right-hand side. And I kicked him. I've never kicked anybody like that before or like anything. And I was told I could wail off and kick him right there. And I did. And then we had another guy come on, one of his karate expert guys, and he kicked him harder. And then I had him close his eyes and I could punch him anywhere. And I punched him right in the throat because he couldn't see where I was coming from. Punched him right in the throat. Didn't feel the pain. So if you go to
Wow.
Pullum.com and the video section, that video is all the shows are on there. But one of the episodes is either the first episode or second or third. I think it might be the first one.
It's
And,
there. It's hard to miss. It's hard to miss. But my question is, what's in it for him? I get it. You're a little bit, you get some sick satisfaction of kicking a person who can't feel it. But why is he just standing there and getting kicked?
He's like, in the interview, it's like, well, I thought this is something everybody did. And I said, so you thought everybody just learned to get kicked in the groin or whatever? It's like, what are you doing?
Where did you grow up?
Where did you grow up? Indiana.
Private school.
I don't know if you grew up there or not. Private school. Yeah. So, John says I need to send him a set of my marketing balls.
Why?
Yeah,
He
maybe.
seemed to be.
I don't know.
fine.
Yeah. With him, he goes to the doctor. They're like, turn your head to the left. Where are they? But it's, I don't know. I mean, I could see if you are going to get in a fight or something and you're trying to learn pain management, but
Kind of life you're
Combat
living.
Key. KI was a key. Combat Key. And this guy, Ron something or other, like the main grand master of this thing is, you think it's all BS stuff. Some of the people that were pitching More Than Human were, we didn't have them on. But this was real stuff. I mean, they had me. If somebody else was doing anything, maybe they're not kicking him well. I was kicking him. My foot hurt. My hand hurt. And then they did this thing where they hit me like an open fist. They taught me how to tighten up on all this stuff. And they got me in the throat. And they, of course, I got hit in the throat on the show. I did the stunt driving thing. I did a few things that they didn't air, maybe because they didn't want the public to think,
did you feel that? You're like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty weird. But yeah, I like that one. Okay, hit me. Where's another one? Was that it? Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's at my sister's house. Somebody found a wig. And that's it. That's nothing like a party and a toupee going around, especially if you're a bald guy. That's probably how I would look if I still had hair. Okay, there we go. I talked about the blindfold thing before. That's at an event in Dallas. And I do a thing where they blindfold me and
There's
tell them what they're
blindfolds
holding
and then
behind their
there's
back.
duct tape on your face.
Duct tape is funny. I mean, there was like about 600 or 700 people in this audience, so you have to be visual. And they had the big screens up there, the IMAGs or whatever it's called. I did a thing for the Discovery Channel as well. The first thing I ever did for them, they were talking about my mentalism and all this stuff, and they were going to think about hypnosis, and they said no. And they said, what about mentalism? What can you do? And I said, I could drive a car blindfolded just by holding onto a person's pulse and trying to tap into it's called muscle reading, bio reading. And they're like, oh, that's good. And I had never done it before. So I duct taped my face up, put a bag over my head, had my wife drive with me around the neighborhood blindfolded. And went out to LA and did it. And I'd done similar things in my show before, but never to that extent. So yeah, during the show, I have the people blindfold me on stage. They put $2 half over my eyes, duct tape my face totally shut, put a steel blindfold on over that. And I tell them, I'm not going to get into the whole thing, but it's a really fun part of the show until I have to peel the tape off. And they still have eyebrows. So those are a couple of very old promo shots. On the left, I used to have a bunny rabbit. He has since died, he or she, whatever it was. And yeah, I would do kids' birthday parties and everything. And then the right one was one I wanted to start booking comedy clubs as a comedy magician, and kind of looks like the Doug Henning type look to it. Back when I had hair.
The hand wave over there, the hand wave with the bow tie. You kind of look like that guy from the
Chippendales
Love Boat.
Chippendales.
What was his name? Simon Scott.
Isaac.
Isaac. There you go.
Isaac. There you go. Yeah,
there
my brother from another mother, Isaac. That's it. Yeah.
Yet another cultural reference that Chad will never get.
Do you think a magician with this look would get hired for kids' parties today?
I think the left one would, with a bunny. And it's funny, I was allergic to rabbits too. So here's a magician that was allergic to rabbits. And when the rabbit died, John Candy, maybe when he was dead. When the rabbit died and I didn't have a rabbit, the other magicians were pitching, I have a show and I have a rabbit and I do fire magic and everything else. I said, due to health and safety, how did I say it? Due to health and safety regulations, John doesn't use any live animals nor fire, which makes for a safer event. So all the people were using their rabbits and fire and all this stuff as a sales pitch. And I was using the fact that I didn't have it and didn't want to do it because it was just messy as a marketing ploy too. It's like, due to safety and fire concerns, John does not use any live animals. And they're like, yeah, I never thought it might be a safety or fire concern thing. So yeah, we're going to hire you.
Guy.
Yeah.
Right.
We're going to hire you instead of the guy that can offer us more.
Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, that's me and my actually, it was
Doppelganger,
my late twin brother, and somebody gave him the finger. Yeah, I thought that could be my stunt double. If I did Zoom shows now, I could be going, oh, hello, hey, I could do the trio. If you get close enough. But yeah, that's my doppelganger. Oh, there we go. That is my one and only yoga class. Actually, I found this online. I found that picture online, and it looked sadly, so much like me. I put it up on I forgot about putting that up there, and people thought it was me. People thought it was me. That is not me. But if you zoom in, man, that could.
We don't want to zoom in. No, do not zoom in, please.
He's looking down like, how do I mail these? How can I mail these? I think you'll remake the coach. I can put right into Kelly Dwells. Yeah, I need a sucker.
Can I mail these?
How can I'm talking about the shoes? God. Yeah, the shoes. Yeah.
So
that's so funny. I don't know who that guy is, but he's probably dead now.
Do you want to while we're here, do you want to take this moment to do the emoji piece?
Yeah, I think you showed me some. I sent you that file just a second ago that you have up there, and then I think it's ready. This is something that you have to get close to your screen or your phone and just follow the instructions as I say them. And I think I've got to know you through some of your very inappropriate and different comments. Not Lisa or, anybody else, but just move closer to the screen. Get ready to touch your screen with the finger with my face on it. You could draw me on there right now if you want to. Take a second to draw my face on your index finger. But get closer to the screen, and I'm going to try to connect with your mind right through your screen. Hit the play button, and I will talk them through this.
Well, that didn't work at all. Hold on.
So many emojis to choose from, so little time. A second ago, I had you put in the comments what emoji best represented your day. But now I'd like you to put your finger on any one of these emojis. Right now, point and put your finger on any one of these emojis. Now, that's right. Move your finger to the closest clown emoji. Put your finger on the closest clown emoji. Next, move your finger to the closest devil. Purple devil. Move your finger to the closest purple devil. And last but not least, move your finger to the closest smiley face. Make sure it's the closest. I'm going to try to find where you are. So many possibilities to choose from, but there you are, right there. And you, my friend, are so cool for being here. And thanks for letting me read your mind. And if it worked, oh, there we go. Perfect. It's blurry, but it's perfect.
Ah, here we go.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Ah, come
Right.
on.
That
Focus.
lens.
Yeah, yeah.
There we
Oh,
go.
very good. Oh.
Almost.
I'm not sure.
But hopefully it worked. If it worked for any of
Please,
the three people
please share it
watching,
with me.
please write in the comments and see if I connected with you. Oh, there we go. Through your computer. I don't know what that is, but that looks
Yeah.
something on top of the McDonald's sign. I don't know. But yeah, if it
looks
worked
like
for
it
you, did it work? Are people saying it worked? Hopefully it worked.
It
for
was
people.
interesting is that you said move it to the nearest clown. I wasn't sure what to do because I went to the clown first.
Well, that could be, you could go to the nearest clown after that one. Yeah.
Well, Chad wasn't on the screen at the time, so it was a problem. But
Yeah, he was drawing. So, well, hopefully it worked for
Oh.
people. Hopefully, if not, show other people. And I guess it did. Yeah, I saw LOL and holy
So
crap
it's-
and all that stuff. Yeah,
Holly,
so
Holly crap, not holy. but
Holly
he put
Holly crap, yeah.
um,
crap is
the-
it worked
the-
good, Nancy. It worked for Nancy. See, because that's the thing. You really have to. If the people didn't drop in their emojis, you kind of have to. Hell yeah, it did, John. You have to kind of combine like everything else. It's like, what do you like? And you just kind of find a happy medium that you're going to be able to guide people to mentally. And yeah, I figured I kind of knew where people were going to start and try to guide them to where I wanted them to finish. And yeah, Christmas season. Holy crap. That's it.
All right.
Holy
That
crap.
was awesome. Well, let's wrap up with our last little bit. This is going to be your chance to plug you.
All righty. Oh, there we go.
Well, that was
Very, very nice. Now, are we starting now or you have to start the thing?
we got to get you in the elevator. We'll close the elevator.
Get me in the elevator.
You'll hear a ding. Next ding. There you go.
There we go. Please go to pullum.com. That's Pullum at the end. UM like the last two letters of gum. Pullum.com. And there you can find my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/John Pullum. Now, here's the deal. I just put up a video this morning. Within the first 24 hours of putting something up on YouTube, it's when the algorithms and everything else really get to know if it's going to be a hit or not. If you could go to my YouTube channel and watch the video I put up today about apologizing and the power of the word sorry and showing appreciation to people. It's a cool video, only about 8 minutes long, but check it out on YouTube, like my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I would love you forever. Oh, it's time for me to get off. Bing! Perfect.
Look at that. Well done. Well done.
Wow, thank you.
I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what
See, I didn't know because I didn't know if it was like a total pitch fest or not. I can pitch away, man. Pitch away. But the Pullum.com is something that, I mean, all the other links are there too, but it's
Nancy, by the way,
YouTube is where I want to focus. It's
yeah.
Want to
Nancy's
get
our
that,
official elevator person. So that's why she made sure she let everybody know lingerie and power tools next floor.
Yeah. I'm only like 95,000 away from the silver play button. So
she's Nancy is our Mrs. Slocum. She pushes you in the elevator.
Does she?
And-
Now, do you know Nancy well?
That's a loaded question. We've never
has she been on the show?
We've never
Yes,
shipped her any
she,
balls.
and she was the co-host when Daniel was gone. And,
I'll have to watch that one.
engagement and numbers like we've never had before. So it was kind of a
It's very, very good. Let's see how many numbers we're up to now. How many people? It's like 3. Me, you, and Daniel are watching. No, we're 5 because Nancy and John
we got 8
and Witchcraft,
on,
John says,
Stream
and Leo.
StreamYard has 8.
Yeah, bring on Nancy Lewis Hill. Yeah, that's what Leo's saying.
Absolutely. That's the
That is it.
hashtag at the bottom of your screen. Hashtag anyone but Daniel.
That's it. Well, this has been fun. I really, I didn't know how it was going to go. I thought it could be like a root canal without any Novocaine or anything.
Yeah.
No, it was
Very
not
similar.
bad. It's like, I don't know. It was good. It's
not like anything.
I'm sure we're getting standing ovations from people. Oh, Dave Ryan, I think. Was that Dave Ryan? David Ryan is a great editor. There he is.
Oh.
I met him when I was doing the TV shows out in LA. He worked for the same
wow.
company and he was an editor, and he's done Academy Award winning documentaries. The Grizzly Man, I think he did. He's done different. He's like award
Get him
winning
on the
editor
show.
and everything. Great guy. Oh, great guy.
Need to
So
get him
he's
on the
here.
show.
Cool to see him. But yeah,
David,
I thought it would be an
watch-
awkward thing, but this has been a lot
Yeah.
of fun. The pictures were fun, and yeah.
Yeah.
This
Everything
episode
but
was
the,
great.
you know,
Great
the
episode.
beginning.
Bravo.
everything but the beginning with the
beginning
glitchy.
You
Yeah.
can't edit it out now on Facebook, which really stinks, but you used to be able to. But no,
That's
it's
okay.
they're giving a standing ovation. I got the longest standing ovation I ever got was doing the show at that hemorrhoid clinic. That was long standing ovation.
My dad
Long,
one
long.
day let me know that he accidentally, in this stupor of sleepiness, brushed his teeth with Preparation H. That's exactly the rest of the day. He was like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we want
Oh
to thank John,
gosh.
but we need
Oh,
to
gosh.
end like we always do, run our credits, because that's how we get paid. And
Perfect.
yeah, it's
Roll him,
it's-
Daniel. Thanks for watching. Good day, everybody. Good day, everybody. Good day, everybody. That's my favorite thing. Good day, everybody. The Pullum pivot method.
This is the
That
pivot
is it.
Pullum method.
Go to youtube.com/John Pullum, and you too can learn how to shave your head. Yes, you can. Hire John.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. John's your guy. Bushy mustached wizards. Unsolved human thrill rides. That's about it. Nobody else remembers anything else except David Ryan and Marcus and John and everybody. Nancy.
Oh man, this was fun.
This has been a lot of fun. It actually has. I didn't know how it was going to go, but it's been fun.
We had John Pullum today. He was just amazing. He had the audience all together. He is the one that will really make a difference for you.
He will. He does. Book him.
He does. He will. He does.
Book him. He does. Book him now.
Well,
I
Book
you
him
love
know,
that.
now.
I love that
Yes.
1990s reel, testimonial reel you have on your website. It's like all of this, like 1990s hallways with shaky
Wood
camera
paneling.
effect, everything.
It was shaky,
Wood
and I
paneling.
find that's another marketing tip. When I had my regular video camera and stuff, people were nervous. Now it's this phone, and my hand does shake, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if it's not a Parkinson thing or whatever, but if so, whatever. But yeah, and that sells more. The testimonials. I used to say, oh, what routine did you like the best? Now I say, why did you hire me over everybody else? And it's the testimonials. The real good, maybe we're still live, are we? If we are, this is another great marketing tip if we're live.
Yep.
When you're
We
filming
are.
a
Oops.
testimonial for a client, keep it live for another 2 minutes.
Okay.
When
Why
you're
not?
filming a testimonial for a client, so many people say, it was great dealing with you. You were wonderful. Your company was great. You know damn well that the person's behind that camera is the one that they're talking about. So you say, I'm not here. Don't say you were great, because I could be back here with a gun or something. Say John Pullum was great to work with. How was I to work with? Because the other meeting planners are the ones hiring me and watching this. Was
Right.
it easy to work with? What was the takeaway? How was the reactions from your clients? Yeah. Go to Pullum.com, watch the testimonials. There's crap loads, Reebok and everything else. And it's been fun. This is the added bonus content.
Exactly. The director's cut.
The director's
So,
cut.
we enjoyed having John. He brought value. He brought engagement.
Brought joy to the
without
world.
a doubt, the most memorable thing was his balls. And
Yeah,
you know, that was our big takeaway.
that is it. If you're just tuning in, rewind it and learn the story of the balls. It's people have those little elementary school giggles, but I tell you, if you do what I say with the balls that you buy, they're going to remember you and your balls.